Hey guys, all right, today I have a mat Pilates workout for you. It's gonna be a full 60 minutes, okay, no props. So I wore my Plank So Hard t-shirt because we are gonna be doing an awful lot of planking today, okay? Starting with Pilates push-ups or walkouts all the way through. There's some sort of plank involved throughout a lot of the movement, okay? So no props for that reason. It's gonna be hard enough on its own. And there'll be no problem connecting to that core. I think we'll find it pretty easy today. All right, so stay with me, full 60 minutes. We have a nice stretch at the end, so all that hard work will pay off and you'll feel great as I leave you at the end of that 60 minutes. All right, let's get to it. Let's start with those feet just underneath the hips. All right, we're gonna start with just 2 roll downs. And you know what? Why don't you turn side facing on your mat, because we're gonna take this into a much deeper movement, all right? So first, we're gonna keep those feet nice and flat on the floor. We're gonna inhale as we take those arms up and overhead. And on that exhale, you're gonna nod your chin to your chest, round the spine all the way down towards the floor, and hold it down there. So you should get that nice stretch right up through the back of the legs. Holding it there. If you want to already pedal out those knees, you can, or you can just hold it for this first one. Keeping the knees soft, they're not locked out. You're here for 4, last 3, last 2. On your next inhale, you're going to round and stack that spine all the way back up to standing. Good, inhale those arms up and overhead, and we're going to go one more time. Exhale, nod the chin. Rounding it all the way down towards the floor. Hold it down there so you get a nice deep stretch. Now we're going to add that little pedal through the knees. So we're going to softly bend that right knee. Bring it back to straight. Bend that left knee. You're keeping your heel connected to the floor. You're just getting a deeper stretch down that straight leg. Toes are not gripping. They're nice and relaxed. Alternating that knee bend, but keeping the hips quiet. All right, we're here for 4. Last 3. Good, you got 2. And last 1. On your next inhale, when those legs are straight, we're going to stack the spine all the way back up to standing. Now those arms are going to come back and up and overhead because we're going to roll down now, but we're going to take it to a plank. So you're going to exhale, round yourself down to the floor, and we're going to walk those hands all the way out to your best plank. All right, connect to your plank, and then you're going to walk those hands back, and we're going to stand all the way back up. Inhale, roll that spine. Arms come back up and overhead. Exhale, round it down. We're walking out with control all the way out to our best plank. Connect to that plank. And then walk those hands all the way back to standing. So the goal here is to get those legs a little straighter every time you go for that roll down. All right, so walking that plank all the way out through the arms, connecting through the mid-back, inhaling as we stack the spine and roll all the way back up. Good, let's go 2 more like that, and then we're going to start to add a push-up. So this one's just the same, walking those hands out. Connect to your plank. Walk yourself all the way back. Good, inhale, bring it all the way up. Good, last one, same way, rolling it down. Walk those hands. Good, connect to that plank. Walk yourself all the way back. Now we're going to continue this movement, but we're going to add a push-up. All right, so as we roll down, all the same, legs are straight. We're going to walk it out. Connect to your best plank before you go for that push-up. Elbows go wide. Your chest comes down to the floor. Press it up and walk yourself all the way back. Now that push-up can be as big or as shallow as you need it to be today. Okay, so if we need to only take a little baby bend through those elbows, instead of bringing the chest all the way down to the floor, that's fine. I want you to do what works in your body today. Good. Keep rounding it down. So this is also meant to drive the heart rate. Okay, full body integration here. So the whole body is working on this move. These are also called Pilates Push-Ups. Okay, but I like to call them walkouts. Good, walk it out. Find that push-up. It can be a 1-inch bend to the elbow, back up, and then walking it up. Or we can bring that chest all the way down. We've got 4 more just like this. Good, nice big push-up or little push-up, whatever you need it to be. Good, last 3. Good, you guys, we got 2 more. Keep it going. Keep it going. Keep that body moving. Excellent, you guys. Good, last one. Now this one we're going to take the push-up, but we're going to stay in our plank. So walk yourself out there, go for that push-up, bring it up and hold your plank. Yes, all right, from here, we're going to keep the right foot down, but that left leg is going to hover off the floor, and we're going to reach that left leg up and back as we push our shoulders away from our wrists. As we come back to the plank, that left knee curls to the chest. We take it all the way up and back. Shoulders press away from the wrists, and then we take that knee and we draw it into the chest as we come back. Yes, up and back, big reach, big lift. Pelvis stays level. Okay, I'm going to turn so you guys can see my left leg. All right, now when you take that left leg up and back, you're not externally rotating, so keep that left hip bone in line with the right one. As we come down, our shoulders come back over our wrists, and our knee comes to our chest. Take it all the way up and back. Good, and bring it all the way down, knee to the chest. Good, you guys, keep it going. Should already be nice and warm. We got 4 more just like that. Press it up and back. Good, bring it all the way down, knee to the chest. Shoulders are over your wrists when you're in that plank. Last 2. Good, you guys, let's go 1 more, but don't let that plank go. If you need to take a minute to rest your knees, you can. Let's take that left leg all the way back to the floor. Now, the left leg. We're going to take the left knee to the elbow. Bring it back, but don't touch down, and kick out to the side. All right, so it's knee to elbow. Take the leg back and kick it out to the left side. Knee to elbow. Take it back. Kick out. Now on your kick out, that leg is externally rotating, okay? So that left inner thigh shines to the floor as you kick to the side. All right, so it's knee to elbow. Back out, externally rotate for that kick. You're also working that left waistline. Yes, you guys, good. Stay here. You've got 4 more just like this. Here we go, we got 4. Last 3. Make sure those shoulders are staying over those wrists. Last 2. Good, last 1. And bring that left leg down and come down to your knees, guys. Nice job. We're not going to do the right leg yet. We're going to circle back for that one, all right? Now, I lied. We are going to come back to a plank, though. So come back to your best plank, all right? From here, I'm going to turn around so you guys can see me. Left hand is going to stay down, but we're going to rotate into a high side plank. Now, if up on your palm is too aggressive, put your knee down. The one option is to put the knee down for extra support, okay? Or come down to your forearm, okay? Either way, we're up in that side plank, all right? Now my right hand is gonna sweep under my left waistline, and then I'm gonna come all the way back up. My right hand sweeps under the left waistline through that little window and back up. Yes. Little twist right there through the waist. Good, you guys got it. I know it gets shaky here. This is the only thing we do in this side plank. We're here for 4, Last 3. Woo, we're coming down on our side in 2. Sweep it through. Good, you guys. Last 1. All the way back up and set those hips down. Nice job, you guys. All right, forearm. Your left forearm is going to come to the floor, okay? From here, your right foot is going to bend in front of your left leg. So right foot in front, left leg is underneath that bent leg, all right? From here, that right arm can come up to the ceiling. My left leg is going to lift and lower. Lift and lower. So we're recruiting that left inner thigh. Okay, little pull up. You can imagine a little puppet string right at the inside of that knee. Pulling it up and down. We lift it up and lower it down. Yes, good. Nice and simple right here. We do have several layers though. Stay lifted out of that left shoulder. Okay, if you need a minute to sit up and roll out that shoulder, you can. Come back though and come right back into it. Recruiting that inner thigh. Good, you guys. You got 6. Last 5. Good, you got 4. Good, last 3. Last 2. Good. All right, on your next one, you're going to set that leg down. Now, both knees are going to bend in front of you. So like you're curled up on a couch or a chair. Keep that right arm up in the air. All right, and we're going to lift the hips. So using your bottom leg as support, we're going to lift and lower. Lift and lower. Good, so those knees are staying together just to start. We're going to add a leg extension. Okay, so let's go 2 more. Keeping that right hip stacked over the left. Working on that waistline, that shoulder. Now on your next one, you're going to lift those hips, but that right leg is going to extend. And then we're going to bring it all the way back down. We're going to lift and extend the right leg. And then we're going to bring it back. Yes, 4 more, just like that. Good, you guys. Last 3. Extend that right leg out, toes pointing forward. Last 2. Good, you guys. On your next one, you're going to hold it up there. Keep that right leg nice and straight. And we're going to go for little circles. Little tiny circles right here. This is it. You're here for 4. Last 3. Last 2. Stay lifted out of that shoulder. I know it burns. Go the other way. Little rotation from the top of the hip. That circle goes the other direction for 4. Last 3. Last 2. And set that hip all the way down, you guys. All right, come onto your stomach. So you're going to turn, and we're going to be all the way down, but our forearms are going to be on the floor. So I want you to get those elbows underneath the shoulder, okay? Legs are in a closed parallel position, and we're going to work on those hamstrings and those glutes a little bit. So keeping the toes pointed, my right leg is going to bend in and take it out. Left leg in and out. So alternating little hamstring curls right here. Okay, in this position, you should already feel the quad activate, and then that hamstring kicks in at the top of that movement, or at the end range of that movement. Stay lifted up out of those shoulders, because we're going to be adding into this. Okay, so we got 2 more. Good, now on your next one, you're going to hold those legs down. Turn your toes under, and we're going to come up into a plank, but we're going to take it into flexion. So we're going to round the spine. And then we're going to lower all the way back down and go for 4 hamstring curls. So right leg, left leg, right leg again. Good, left leg. Turn the toes under. Find your plank, nod your chin, and round your spine. Come all the way back down and go for those 4 hamstring curls. Curl. Good, curl. Excellent. you guys. Good, last one. Turn those toes under. Find your plank by lifting out of that shoulder girdle. Nod the chin and round the spine. Inhale, unfurl the spine, come back to the floor. It's a kick. Good. Left, right, and left. Turn the toes under. Find your best plank. Curl and round the spine. Deep flexion here. All the way back down. Good. Untuck the toes and go for those 4 curls. We got 2 more like this. Good, you guys. 2. Last 1. Good. Turn the toes. Find your plank. Exhale. Round for that flexion. Come all the way back to the floor with control. Last 1. Curl. Curl. Good. Right leg. Left leg. Good. Toes turn under. Find that flexion. Round that spine. Bring it all the way back to your forearm plank and hold. Don't come down. Stay lifted up through that shoulder girdle. Breathe into the back of your ribs. Yes, we're holding it here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and set it all the way down, you guys. So good. Turn over onto your back. All right, so we're going to get a little deeper into those abdominals now. So you're going to come all the way down. All right, and we're going to work on some diagonal reaches here. So hands are going to come behind the head, elbows nice and wide. All right, from here, we're going to take an ab twist as one knee pulls in. So my left knee is going to come in and I'm going to curl and then take it back out. Now my right knee comes in and I twist towards my right knee. Back. Now my right hand releases from my head and I come all the way up to touch my left toes. Back down. Left hand to right toes. And down. We start with that twist. Ab twist and knee pull. Back. Left to right. Twist. And back. Right hand to left toes all the way up and down. Left hand to right toes and down. Good. So it's a 4-part movement. We twist. Yes. Twist to the right. Down. Right hand to left toes. Yes. And back. Left hand to right toes and back. At some point, my directions always get mixed up because you're doing so good. Keep that curl going. On those twists and those reaches, I want you to think about your rib cage trying to meet up with that inner thigh. That's the focus. Okay, not about the shoulder getting closer or the elbow. It's about the ribs getting closer to the inner thigh. Good, and then we reach, big reach. We come all the way up on those sitting bones. All right, you guys, 2 more sets, just like that. Good. Curl. So it's not a big yank. I want you to find as much control from those abdominals as possible. So that release is slow. Good, last set. Curl and twist. Good, to the right. Good, right hand to left toes. Whew. Left hand to right toes. Good, come all the way back, stay down there. Hands are still cradling the head. Legs are gonna come up into tabletop. So, low back, there's a little lift there. Tailbone's real heavy, ribs are closed. We're gonna slow bicycle. All right, so left leg goes out as we twist to the right. And then bring it back. Right leg goes out and we twist to the left. Yes, you're twisting towards the bent knee. Good, I want you to think about the twist. Okay, that shoulder blade lifts off the floor, but the other one stays down. Okay, the other one stays connected. Think about the ribs and try to get those ribs to meet that inner thigh. Not about the elbows. I want your elbows to stay wide. All right, keep those elbows nice and wide. You got it. We're here for 6. Woo. Last 5. Good, you've got 4. Last 3. Good, you guys, keep it going. Last 2. Woo. Last 1. Don't go anywhere. All right, right from here, we're gonna bring those legs back down. Now, the legs are long, but we're gonna continue with that knee pull. So the right knee is gonna come in as we curl through center and then back. So no twist. Curl and pull the opposite knee in. So we're alternating knee pulls. That curl is center. All right, but I want you to think as you curl, how much length can you keep between that belly button and that pubic bone? Chin is away from your chest. Okay, so we're curling with length. So I want you to think about a real good analogy that always helped me was that if somebody had a beach towel underneath your spine and they slowly started to pull it out from under you, how would you react, right? You'd slowly start to lift. That lift with length, because someone is tractioning your spine, that's what we're looking for. So think about those hands at the back of your skull and use them as traction to lift with length. I know that's a lot of talking while we work on abdominals, good guys, but I want you to feel that feeling in your body. You've got 4 more right here. Whew. 4. Good. Last 3. Lifting with length. Good. Last 2. Whew. Last 1. All right, you guys, we're almost there. Bring those legs back into tabletop. We're going to find 1 ab curl and hold. So exhale, elbows stay wide. Hold your abdominals. From here, we're going to pedal like we're pedaling a bicycle. Okay, so nice and smooth. Those legs are going to alternate. Yes. Good. Find lots of length. Open up the back of the knee completely as the other leg bends in. Good, you guys. That's it. You got it. This is the end of this sequence. We're going to get into some bridging and really focus on those inner thighs a little bit more. You're here for 8. Last 7. You've got 6. How much lift can you get? Last 5. Good, you've got 4. Don't let it go. Last 3. You've got 2. And last 1. And bend those knees and draw them into your chest. Give them a nice little hug. Nice job, you guys. All right, we're going to take those feet to the floor now. Stay on your back. And those inner thighs are going to glue together, okay? So we're going to keep the feet nice and flat on the floor to start, but with the inner thighs touching, all right, we're going to get the hands flat on the floor, and we're going to exhale and exhale to prepare. Inhale to lift those hips up and find length on the front side of the body. Exhale as you lower down. So with the thighs closed and the knees touching, all right, you've got the inner line of your foot together. You should feel your hamstrings and those inner thighs light up right away with that lift. Good, with that narrow stance. Now your inhale is what picks you up. So I want you to think about the length that you're creating internally in the body with that diaphragm dropping. Lots of length. Right out those kneecaps. Exhale as you tap the tailbone down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. The contraction of the glute is natural with that lift, okay? So we don't need to force that. I don't want you to think about shoving the hips. I want you to think about lengthening out the front body. You've got 4 more here. Last 3. Those forearms are pressing into the floor for extra support. Last 2. It's also going to activate those arms a little bit. Good. Last 1, all the way up. Good. Now on your next one, you're going to and hold. So we're going to bring those hips up, lengthen out the front of the body and hold. Now my right heel is going to peel up and set it down. My left heel, peel it up, set it down. Good. Both heels up, set it down. So you should feel your calf. If you need to adjust your feet position and bring them a little closer, that's fine. Okay, because I want you to be able to draw those heels off the floor by recruiting that inner thigh. So you should feel your inner thigh. Knees are still touching. Don't let them separate. Yes. Good. It's right heel all the way down. Left heel down. Both heels down. Good. So keep that little pattern going. Don't let those hips drop. Keep them level. That pelvis is quiet as we work. Okay, so that's the job of the core, to really stabilize that pelvis. And both. Good. You've got 3 more just like that. Both heels. We're going to get a little deeper because we're going to be holding those heels up, but we got 2 more sets. Good, you guys. Last set right here. Keep those knees touching. Now, guys, on your next one, both heels are going to lift and hold. So lift those heels and hold them up there. Good. Now, from here, we're going to keep the feet touching, but we're going to open the inner thigh and close. Open and close. So you have the big toes of the feet. Big toes are touching. Okay? That opening or that little butterfly is small, but you should feel that intense contraction through the inner thighs and low belly as you bring those legs back together. Good. Keep those hips lifted, guys. Keep them up there. Lots of length. Think about length. Good. Inhale as you open. Exhale as you close. You've got 6. Last 5. Good. You've got 4. Last 3. Should be getting a little shaky in there. Good. Last 2. Whew. All right, you guys. On your next one, you're going to hold that butterfly open, and now we're going to pulse up. My heels are still lifted off the floor. It's a pulse. Good. Try to lift those hip bones just a little bit higher. So now I want you to think, yes, still length. Okay, but now we're pulsing those hips up. Up. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, last 2, and close those legs and let it come all the way down, guys. Shake it out just a little bit. I want to make sure I got the right thing coming up. Yes, okay. All right, guys, stay on your back. All right, so we're not done with bridging, but now we're going to combine the deep abdominals and the bridge together, all right? So left foot is going to stay flat on the floor. Right foot is going to come, or right leg is going to come into tabletop. Your hands are going to come behind your head. Elbows nice and wide. We're going to do a single leg bridge. So we're going to inhale as we send those hips up with that left leg. Bring it down. Now you're going to take the left foot off the floor, extend the leg, and find an ab curl. Yes. Bring the ab curl down. Plant that foot on the floor. Find your bridge. Bring it down. Extend the leg. Find an ab curl. Yeah, that's the sequence, guys. Plant the foot. Bridge. Bring it down. Extend that left leg and curl. That right knee is locked over the hip. It's not invited to move. Okay, now we've got a bigger job of stabilizing that pelvis with one leg lifting us into that bridge. Okay, hands stay behind the head the whole time. Yes, you guys, remember that towel as you lift for that ab curl. We're still lifting with lots of length. Good, you guys. We got some layers coming up, but let's go 4 more right here. 4. Good, you guys. Last 3. It's a bridge to a leg extension ab curl. Good, last 2. A lot of compound movement today, guys, so you're doing a really good job staying with it. Good. Last 1. Good. Now on this one, you're going to hold your ab curl. Keep that left leg extended. Let's take that right leg out as well. And now we're going to scissor those inner thighs. Yes. Keep the ab curl. If you need to adjust and set that head down for a minute, go ahead and do that. Good. Big scissors. Make them big. Inner thighs are going to just bypass one another. Good. You got it. Think about that towel. Use those hands to traction the skull up and back. You're here for 6. Last 5. You've got 4. Whew. Last 3. Abs of steel today, guys. Last 2. Don't go anywhere. Hold those legs together. Little crisscross. So now the inner thighs. Over, under, little flutter. You got it. You got it. Don't go anywhere. Don't let that ab curl go. Tips of the shoulder blades are off the floor for 8, 7, 6, 5. It's the inner thighs crisscrossing, not the ankles. 3, 2, and last one, guys, and fold it in. All right, we got the other leg though, and we're gonna do it right now. All right, so right foot's gonna come down to the floor. Left leg in tabletop. Okay, hands behind the head. We're cradling that skull again. Let's find that bridge. Okay, so inhale, lift it up. Exhale, lower, extend that right leg. Curl. Good, bring it back. Lift up for your bridge. Left knee is locked up over that hip. Extend, curl. Good, you guys. Now, this is also very challenging with the hands behind the head. You do not have that added support that we had before for that bridge. Okay, so if you need to remove your hands and bring them to the side body for your bridge, that's fine. Okay, it's definitely more challenging with them behind the head. Good, you guys, keep it going. Woo. Almost there. We did that middle part. That was the real scorcher. We got through that. All right. Woo. We're here for 6. Lift that bridge up. Good. Contracting that glute. Keep the pelvis quiet. Or level. Sorry, level is what I meant. It's not quiet. It's moving. Good. Last 4. Good. 3. You've got 2. Bridge. That whole foot is connected to the floor. And last 1. Foot down, bridge. Bring it back. Extend that leg, ab curl. And bring it all the way down, guys. Hug that knee. Hug those knees. Hug them in. Let's take it wall to wall for just a second. Arms and legs extend. I slid all the way back and I must have pushed myself. All right, I want to make sure I don't forget anything. Okay, inner thighs. So we're going to come onto our right side now. So onto your right side, that forearm is going to be down. Now make sure we're circling around now, that right elbow is underneath that right shoulder. Otherwise, you're going to have lots of issues through the shoulder, okay? We don't want that. We want a stable shoulder girdle. My left leg is going to hook in front. The leg is bent. My left foot is nice and flat. My right leg is extended out, inner thigh shining up towards the ceiling. Left arm is going to come up overhead. And from here, we're going to lift that right inner thigh and lower. It's a lift and a lower. Good. So now you may find that one side was easier to recruit the inner thigh than the other. Usually one side is more dominant. Okay, so for me, this side is much more difficult to find that lift there. I want you to think about the same thing. It's a small draw up because we found that inner thigh that's connected to that pelvic floor and low belly. Okay, so think about that lift coming all the way up from the base of the core. Yes, you guys, you got it. Good, staying lifted out of that right shoulder. We got 6. Whew, last 5. Good, you guys, you got 4. Last 3. Good, you've got 2. And last 1. Good, now both knees are gonna bend in front of the body, okay? So like you're curled up on the couch. Make sure that left hip is stacked over the right hip. All right, from here, that left arm's gonna stay up in the air. We're gonna lift those hips and bring them back down. It's an inhale, we lift. Exhale, we lower. Good, so both knees are staying together to start. I want you to focus on the waistline. That lift, picking up the pelvis. Good, nice and controlled. Good, let's go for 4, and then we're gonna add that little leg extension. Good, last 3. Good, you guys, last 2. All right, on your next one, we're gonna start to add that left leg extending. So we're gonna lift, extend that left leg, and bring it all the way back down. It's a lift, extend that left leg, and it's all the way back down to the floor. Good, we're picking up the hip and extending the leg at the same time. Yes, and then we fold it all back to start. Good, you guys, let's go for 4 more. I know that shoulder gets tired. You got it, you got this. Last 3. This is a good way to strengthen your side plank with the support of the knees. Okay, last 2 are those shins, the side of that leg. Good, on your next one, you're gonna hold that leg extended and up there, we're gonna draw those circles. So pick a direction and that circle is being drawn by the top of the leg. So that femur bone connected in the hip. That's where that circle comes from. For 4, 3, 2. Let's take that circle the other way. Good, take it the other direction. You got it, stay lifted. Keep that belly button pulled up and in. Yes, you got 4, 3, 2, and bring it all the way down, you guys. So good, take a minute, roll out that arm. We're gonna come right into that side plank, okay, that high side plank. So, find that stability through the shoulder girdle. Okay, now if you need the bottom leg for support, every side of the body is different. That's fine, you can use the knee. So we're gonna come all the way up into that high side plank. Okay, now, you've got options. Bottom knee can be down for support, or you can be all the way down on your forearm. Okay, your choice. Otherwise, we're all the way up. We've got just one layer here. Okay, from here, that left hand is gonna sweep under the right waistline and come all the way back up. This is it, this is all we do. Good, your feet are either stacked or staggered is gonna give you a little more support. Good, let's go for 4 sweeps. 4, good, last 3, it's a little twist through the waistline. Last 2, good, you guys, last 1. And bring it all the way down. So good, all right. Roll out those shoulders. We've got that center plank, okay? Center plank, I wasn't kidding when I said we had a lot of planks today. All right, so you're gonna come onto your hands. All right, I'm gonna face the other way so you can see my right leg. We're gonna work with that right leg this time. All right, so up in that high plank. All right, I lied, I'm this way. Your right foot stays down. Left leg is gonna lift up and back, okay? So right leg stays down there. We're lifting, pressing all the way up and back. Wait, did we work the left leg? My bad, guys, I'm so sorry. Your right leg goes up and back. I'm all out of it, obviously. Okay, right leg presses up and back. You're reaching that plank nice and long, and then come all the way back. Don't let that knee touch the ground as you pull it into the chest. Right leg goes up and back. You're sweeping away from those wrists and bring it all the way back in. All right, this feels right now, guys. Sorry. I flip around so many times that I figure I lose my direction. Good. Up and back, reaching that right leg long. Pull the knee into the chest as you come back to shoulders over wrists. Good, you guys, you got it. We've got both arms on the floor now, so we can do this. We're nice and strong, staying lifted out of that shoulder girdle. We're here for 4. Good, last 3, reaching it nice and long. Keep those hip bones level. Good, last 2. Excellent, you guys, last 1. Up and back. Good, pull that knee into the chest and take that right leg back to the floor. Stay in your plank, okay? From here, your right knee comes to the right elbow. Take it back and lengthen it out to the side for a kick. Good, right knee to right elbow. Take it back, out to the side. Yes, your kick does not need to be huge. Okay, does not need to come all the way to a 90-degree angle, okay? Good, it can be out to the side just a little and back, or you can step your toes in and out. Okay, that's also an option. Knee to elbow, out to the side. Guys, you got 4 more. Knee to elbow, lengthen it out. Side kick, good, last 3. Excellent, you guys, you got 2 more. Don't let it go. Last 1. And bring that foot down and bring your knees to the floor, guys. Ooh, so good. Take a quick child's pose right here. Reach those fingertips. Take those knees nice and wide. Fingertips reach away from the glute. Nice long length through the spine. Take 2 big breaths right here. Inhale. Expand those ribs towards the sides of the room. Exhale all that air out. 1 more. Inhale, inflate those ribs. Exhale, all that air comes out. All right, you guys, flipping over. We're gonna come back into some more abdominal work, all right? We're gonna do a propped teaser, okay? So, your forearms are gonna come down to the floor. All right, so you've got your elbows underneath your shoulders, guys, and don't worry, I'm gonna stretch out those shoulders real good. All right, so from here, my left knee is gonna come up into tabletop, and my right knee is gonna come as well. Okay, so we've got a propped teaser position. From here, my knees are gonna stay bent, but I'm gonna hinge at the hips to tap the toes. And then I hinge it back up. Good, hinge at the hips, tap the toes, and back up. Yes, good. So as you come back up, I want you to think about pulling the thighs, the top of the thighs, close to the chest. That's gonna get that femur bone at the top of the hip to sink into that hip socket all the way down where it belongs. Good. Yes, you guys. Excellent. Knees are staying bent exactly the same. They don't change position. Okay, my knees are separated because they're coming straight off the hip. Your forearms and your elbows should be light. Okay, you shouldn't have too much weight there. The weight or the core is controlling this movement. You've got 4 more. Good, last 3. Excellent, you guys. Good, last 2. All right, you guys, on your next one, you're gonna hold the legs up there in that bent position. Now, we're gonna extend both legs out and bring them back. Extend them out and bring them back. Good, so they're bending and extending. Okay, getting into a little bit more of that teaser. Okay, still got the support of the forearms. We've got 4. Good, all abdominals here. Arms are light. You should be able to kind of take your arms off the floor. Good, last 3. Good, you got 2. All right, you guys, we're gonna come into a little bit more work. On the next one, hold those legs out there. Glue the legs together, and now take them into first position. So heels heels together, toes turned out. You've got a little V. From here, we're going to bend the knees for those froggy bends and take it back out. Good, knees bend, knees open, so inner thighs open. Yes, and then we zip up those inner thighs as we take the legs nice and long. Yes, you guys, so good. Stay here, don't go anywhere. Whew. All right, we got 4. Last 3. Zip up that belly button. Pull it up and in between those shoulder blades. Last 2. We're going to hold those legs long one more time. On your next one, hold those legs long. You're still in first position. Inner thighs do that little crisscross again. Again, here we are. We're here for 8. Last 7. You've got 6. Last 5. 4. 3. 2. And bring them all the way in, you guys. So good. So good. All right. Come up onto your palms. All right, guys. Last little sequence here before we stretch, okay? So, I know this was an intense class, so we're going to work it out now. We're going to come into a reverse plank to open up the chest and shoulder. So, my hands are underneath my shoulders, but I'm externally rotated. So, my fingertips are pointed outbound, okay? Now, from here, I'm going to find length on the front of the body again. So, I'm going to inhale as I lift the hips, look up at the ceiling, open up that chest and shoulder, and bring it all the way back down. Yes, so we're swiveling through that shoulder socket, opening up the front body on your inhale. Exhale as you bring your seat back to the floor. Yes, good. Inhale, lift, open up the body. And bring it all the way back down. Good, let's go for 4. We're going to add a forward fold into this. Make sure you're looking up at the ceiling. Good, we want to keep that spine all nice and long. Last 3. Good, you guys, you've got 2 more. Lift with length, lots of length. Open up that seat, open up the front of the body. Good. Last 1, we're going to lift. And now we're going to sit down, but we're going to bring our hands off the floor. Big arm circle forward, and we're going to forward fold over those legs. Good, come all the way back up. Big arm circle back, find your plank. Lift it up on that inhale. Good, lower it down on your exhale. Big circle with the arms forward fold, round down over those legs. Good. Come all the way back up, big arm circle back, wrists under shoulders, lift, and down. Yes, all the way, big circle, open up that shoulder, round, fold that spine forward, all the way, circle back, find your reverse plank and lift. Good, you guys, let's go for 3 more. Circle those arms forward, big circle, round down over those legs. Big arm circle back, lifting up, opening the front body. Exhale down, last 2. Good, you guys. Big lift. Good, look at the ceiling. Good, last 1. Round those arms forward. Good, coming all the way in that nice forward fold. Back, big arm circle back. Lift yourself up. Lots of length. Exhale and lower it down, guys. So good. All right, we're going to stay down there. So, no more arm. We're going to give those arms a break now. All right, we're going to inhale, bring those arms up and overhead. And now, I want you to think about hinging at that seat crease again. So you're going to exhale with a flat back. You're going to round down over those legs, or roll down over those legs. And then we're going to let the spine round when you've hinged as much as you can. And all the way down. Hold it there. Stretching, holding onto the feet if you can reach there, or your shins, your ankles, wherever you can reach. Hold it and breathe for 4, Last 3. Last 2. Good. Inhale, round it back up. Bring those arms up and overhead. We're going to go one more time with that forward fold. Hinge first. So keep that back flat. We're hinging forward. And then once you found your full range of motion with that flat back, you're going to let that spine round down over those legs. Hold and breathe. Every exhale, let all the tension go. Let that body release. You're here for 4. Last 3. Good, you've got 2. Good, inhale, bring it all the way back up. All right, I'm going to turn and face you. You're going to keep that right leg extended, but the left leg is going to come in, okay? So left sole of the foot is facing your right inner thigh, and you've got that right leg extended out to the side. All right, from here, we're going to bring those arms up and overhead. We're going to turn and face that straight leg, and we're going to fold down over that right leg. Nice big stretch right here. Grabbing onto the shin, the ankle, the foot, wherever you can reach. Holding that stretch for 4. Last 3. Last 2. Good. Coming all the way back up on that inhale. Bring those arms up and overhead again. We're facing center. Rotating from the waist. Exhale, round it down over that leg. Big stretch right here. Holding it there for 4. Last 3. Last 2. Good. Coming all the way back up. Now, I'm going to pivot. So, I'm going to face my bent leg, and my right leg, my quad is going to face the floor. Okay, so now I'm in a pigeon stretch. So I went from here, I turned to the left, and now my right quad is facing the floor. Okay, my toes are shining down, and I'm over that bent leg. You want to round down over that leg. If you feel good, just here being upright, that's fine. If you want to get a little deeper, you can walk those hands down and fold yourself over that left inner thigh. Good. Holding that stretch right here, and we're still breathing. Last 4. Good. You've got 3. Last 2. Good. Walk your hands all the way back up. We'll go one more time. Good. Exhale. Walk those hands down. Find that stretch, bigger stretch through the glute. Good. I know we didn't work those legs too heavy, but just opening up the hips is nice too. Holding it here for 4. Last 3. Good. Last 2. Walk those hands all the way back. Let's come back through center. So pivot on those legs again a little bit. Let's take the left leg out and right leg folds in. All right, arms are going to come up and overhead. We're going to rotate from the waist to face that left leg. And we're going to hinge and round down over that left leg. Good. Grabbing onto shin, ankle, foot, wherever you can reach. That exhale breath allows you to fold a little deeper. Good. Big stretch through that right waistline too. Last 4. You've got 3. Last 2. Good. Inhale as you roll back up, facing center. Arms are up and overhead. Rotate from the waist and round down over that left leg. Same exact thing, same movement. Good. Hopefully we get a little deeper this time, second time around. Hold it for 4. Last 3. Last 2. Good. Bringing it all the way back up. Now we're going to pivot. Okay, so I'm going to turn and face that bent leg. My left quad is going to face the floor, my toes face down. So the front side of my foot is nice and flat. Okay, if you get enough stretch being upright, stay there. Otherwise, walk those hands out and find that big stretch down over that right inner thigh. Good, opening up the back of the hip a little bit, opening the front of that left hip. You're here for 4. Last 3. Good, last 2. Walk those hands all the way back. Same thing. Good, exhale. Walk them back out. Big stretch. Feel that inner, you should feel your right inner thigh. Good, holding it here for 4. Good, last 3. Last 2. Good, walk those hands all the way back up. Now we're gonna come back through center. Okay, and now we're gonna bring ourselves onto our knees. All right, so we're gonna come into a cat-cow position and stretch out those shoulders. So knees are under your hips, wrists are under your shoulders, so we've got 4 to 6 inches apart between the knees and the hands. All right, from here, we're gonna exhale as you nod the chin and round the spine. Think of a puppet string right on the middle of that thoracic spine, pulling you up. And then you're gonna inhale as you unfurl and let that tailbone wag up and that chin nods up. Good, exhale, nod the chin to the chest. Curl the tailbone under the body. Inhale as you unrelease. Or as you release, unrelease, that's not a word. Exhale, round and curl. Good. Unfurl the spine, look up, wag the tailbone. Last one, we're gonna exhale, round. Inhale, release. Good, you're gonna come back to a flat back position. Now, right hand, you're gonna turn so the palm is facing in. Your pinky finger is connected to the floor. We're gonna slide that right arm all the way out as we get a little lower to the floor. You're gonna open up underneath that right shoulder. Good, so you wanna kind of try to lay that underarm on the floor. It's not gonna reach the floor, but we're pressing that down so that we get a nice big stretch through the shoulder, through the top of the shoulder. Hold it here for 4. Last 3. Last 2. Good, slide it back, come all the way up. We're gonna go one more time. Pinky finger connected to the floor. Slide that arm all the way out, opening up that right side body. Trying to get the underarm towards the floor. 4. Last 3. Good, last 2. Bring it all the way back up. Now that right hand is gonna slide through the window on the left, and we're gonna try to lay that shoulder on the floor. So we're gonna get a nice big spinal twist here, and also opening up that back a little bit, or stretching through that back and that right shoulder. Last 4. You've got 3. Good, last 2. Coming all the way back up to that 4-point kneel, same thing. Take that right arm, thread it through that window. Try to lay that shoulder down. Hopefully second time around we get a little bit deeper. We release a little more for 4. Last 3. Last 2. Come all the way back up. Let's go with that left arm now. Left pinky finger connected to the floor. Let's slide that arm all the way out. Try to lay that underarm down on the floor. Good. Reaching those sits bones back in opposition. Good. Holding it here for 4. Last 3. Last 2. Good. Coming all the way back up. We're going to slide it one more time. So keep that pinky finger connected. Take it all the way out. Right elbow bends. Good. You're all the way down as close to the floor as you can get. Hold it there for 4. 3. 2. Good. Slide it all the way back up. Now that left arm is going to thread through the window on the right. And we're going to get a nice big spinal twist. Yes. Bring that shoulder all the way down. Hold it there for 4. Last 3. Let that exhale breath release you. Last 2. Good. Come all the way back up and let's go one last time. We're going to sweep it through that window. Getting a little deeper through the spine. Good. Hold and breathe for 4. Last 3. Coming up onto our feet. Last 2. Good. Bringing it all the way back to that 4-point position. Right foot comes down. Left foot follows. My feet are separated. Knees are soft. You're going to inhale and stack that spine. 1 vertebrae at a time. All the way back up to standing. And before I let you go, 2 last shoulder stretches, okay? That right arm. Keep the shoulder blades down around the ribs. You're going to take that right arm across the body. Good. Opening up that back body a little bit. Opening up that right shoulder, the back of the right shoulder. For 4. Last 3. Last 2. Good, let that right arm go. Left arm comes across the body. Same thing, make sure that shoulder blade is wrapping the ribs so your shoulder isn't up here when you take the arm across, okay? I want you to keep it low. Yeah, shake it out and bring it right back. Good, you're there for 4. Last 3. Good, last 2. Let the arms go, bring them up and overhead one last time. Left hand takes the right wrist. We try to take that right arm out of the waistline, little side bend. My bicep is in front of my right ear, keeping my ribs closed for 4, 3, last 2, all the way back to center. Right hand takes left wrist, pulling it up and over. Try to take that left arm right up out of that waistline. You're here for 4. Good, last 3, 2, all the way back to center, guys, and you are all set. Whew. All right, you guys, you just finished an awesome workout. It was surely not easy, but you did it. Awesome job. I hope the stretch felt good. I hope those shoulders feel a little bit looser now that we stretched them all out. Awesome work. Again, if you have questions for me, please leave questions below the video on YouTube. I am always happy to answer them. And these are live recorded sessions, so a lot of times you may hear me speak directly to clients on Zoom. So you can kind of ignore that a little bit and just focus on the movement. But again, any questions, comments for me, I love to hear them. You can always find me on social media at JessPFit. It is the same name, so I'm really easy to find. All right, I will see you next time.